will grow stronger and stronger. And so what I would do is I would lay there and concentrate, and I would start usually down at my root chakra, and I would use that point until it felt using that mental imagery until I could feel the sensation there, and then just through concentrating it for a couple minutes afterwards, just to strengthen that sensation, and then I would move on up to my sacrum area where my second chakra is, and then I would feel some. I would do the mental imagery of the hands circling on that area to feel some tingles, and then I would take the image of the hand away and just concentrate only on that point to strengthen that point. Then the next, I would go up to the third chakra in my lower back, and then mentally to my heart chakra, so just directly behind the heart on the low back around T6, sixth thoracic vertebrae, throat chakra, so just back of the neck, and then so on and so forth. Pineal gland, just on that bump on the back of your head, if you can feel that, that's close to where your pineal gland is, and then crown chakra, and then same thing down the front of the chakras. And some of them you're not going to feel that much, and other points you're actually going to feel quite significant. Just if one chakra is more active than another, kind of determines how sensitive that chakra is going to be and how you're going to feel it there. And so do this meditation and use each of your chakras from the root chakra all the way up the back and all the way down the front and back, and you will find one or two that are a lot more sensitive than the other chakras. And to begin with, this is how you determine what your focus point is going to be when you're laying in bed in the morning trying to have an astral projection. So for me, it ended up being my crown chakra would be one of the most sensitive points, so I would feel that quite readily and easily, and just by concentrating on it, if I sit for a minute or two without any mental direction, I can start to feel the energy tingle and bubble there a little bit. So in the morning when I wake up and I slowly try and have my body drift back to sleep, because during my daily meditation I would stimulate this point, it would be that much easier to feel in the morning. And if there's a sensation there that you can actually focus and concentrate on, it makes it a lot easier to concentrate if you can actually feel what you're trying to concentrate on. So pick the chakra point that is the most sensitive for you, and use that initially as your focal point in the morning when you're trying to have your out-of-body experience, because you will actually be able to feel the energetic sensation there through your practice and your meditations. And so over a period of time of doing this, you will find in the daytime meditations that your concentration on your chakra points, and so in the daytime meditations you still want to keep doing all of the chakra points front and back, but spend a little bit of extra time on the most sensitive point, so you can really get the energy going there. So every day you're still doing all of your chakra points, just a little bit more time on the most sensitive point. And so in the morning it really that is going to be your focal point. And so when you feel those, basically in the morning what you do is you concentrate on that point, you would start to feel the energetic sensations in the morning almost identical to what you would feel in your daily meditation. And so that can be the beginning of entering the vibrational state, because you have one thing to focus on while your body falls asleep. And the more you do this over time, the more sensitive those points become, and the more easily aroused those points become, so you feel a lot more energy in your chakras. And after a couple of months, what starts off when you say, just imagine a little feather going back and forth on your third eye, initially feels like a gentle wisping sensation. Over a period of a few months actually gets to be quite a strong intense electric buzzing sensation. And so it takes practice. You got to keep repeating this over and over again. And if you do it just once and then it doesn't work and then you give up, then it's well, it's not going to work. So repetition is pretty key here. And so the more intense those sensations get through practice, the easier it will become in the morning, when you're in that half awake, half asleep state, to feel the vibrations in that state. And so eventually what's going to happen is that, and what happened for me is I would be able to focus on my crown chakra because I would feel those points, or that point enough that excuse me, in the morning, through my practice of daily meditations, that crown chakra point would be so sensitive, I could pick it up just like that. It would be really easy, and it would be easy for me to focus on and stay focused on it, and it made my out of body attempts a lot easier to get into, because initially I couldn't really feel the vibrational state either. I didn't really know how to do it, or what to do. Just by reading a lot of books I read about it, but you really it's something that you have to experience in order to fully appreciate and understand. So that's, I think, pretty much what I wanted to say about that meditation. So just to review, start off just lightly touching your index finger to the palm of your hand so you can feel a very light wispy sensation, and then slowly move your hand away, but remember to do that circle very, very slowly, and initially stare intensely at where you're doing so you can pick up that mind-eye connection with where you're feeling the energy. Then eventually slowly move the hand farther away. Now you only really have to do it maybe about an inch or two away. You don't really need to go any farther away than that. And then once you can do that, close your eyes and do it with the mental direction of the image of your hand, or the image of a feather lightly stroking the surface of your skin, so you can mimic that feeling. Once you master it with the hands, so the hands and feet are good because there's also chakra points on the feet. Those are good places to start because they're quite sensitive. And then once you can do that, then move on to the chakra points on your body. And I would do this for about half an hour every day. Sometimes I would do it up to 45 minutes or an hour if I had the time, but half an hour a day. And initially, sometimes I would not feel any of my chakras, maybe on the front or the back, except for maybe 1 or 2 points. But I did feel something, and that does grow over time with practice. So that is how you determine what your focus point is going to be in the morning when you're going to try an out-of-body experience. So whatever chakra point, either front, back, or back of your body, is the most sensitive, is the one that you're going to focus on in your meditations and focus on in the morning. So that's it. That's the meditation that helps me develop my sensation of my energy body. And when you have good feeling for your energy body, then you'll be able to feel that more in your astral projections. And when you get a little bit more advanced and you actually get more into the astral projections, you will be able to even more intensely feel your energetic body, and you can do that again just by willing it and commanding yourself to raise your vibrational rate or feel the energy more intensely, and you actually feel that in your out-of-body experience, and it's a pretty wonderful experience. So for anybody who's having trouble attaining that vibrational state, here's a good daily meditation to do. Hopefully that helps you, and take care and have a great day. Bye.